my cutie patootie tough cookie. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy, where I serve and I slay. So today, dear Libra, I'm going to be doing your reading for mid-September. And in this reading, I'm going to take a look at your recent past, present, and future. I'm going to clarify all the cards and get some final advice for you. Libros, Libroskis, and Libralicious, how you doing? Looking all this so good. So Libra, let's get into your reading and see what's going on. First and foremost, I want to say thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your beautiful presence, for everything. I greatly appreciate you. I see you and I hear you. So let's see what's going on. That thick Ace of Wands just showed up. All right, so your challenge, dear Libra, for mid-September is the Six of Wands. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Seven of Pentacles. So your challenge here, dear Libra, has to do a lot with, realizing the fact that you're meant to win, realizing the fact that you're meant to be seen, you're meant to be celebrated, right? And a lot of you in the present moment, I see here going through some sort of a painful situation, or there is pain in your heart. We're going to clarify to see why this is your challenge. Now, in the recent past, dear Libra, you have the Ten of Swords, the High Priestess, and the Five of Cups. So in the recent past, I do strongly feel like here that there was an ending. Okay, something ended very painfully between you and someone else, and this has led you to have a major disappointment. Something ended painfully, but the High Priestess is in the middle. So even though it ended very painfully, it led you to some sort of a spiritual awakening and spiritual growth. We're going to talk about this shortly. Maybe you also had a spiritual connection with this person, and we're going to find out more. In the present moment, you have the Two of Cups, the Three of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. So in the present moment, you are giving yourself the opportunity and the possibility to actually have a brand new beginning in love. I think that a lot of you are still healing, you're still recovering from whatever happened between you and someone else. But there is an offer that's going to be coming in towards your way, as soon as you close off some sort of a painful cycle. Now, in the near future, you have the Nine of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, and the Justice. Justina, oh yes, that is actually Libra, you. So in the near future, it looks like that you seem to be very closed off, okay, from maybe an offer. Maybe someone wants to come and make an offer to you, and you seem to be wanting to really, you want justice. But this is not the typical justice that people may think. I think this is more so about the fact that there has been inequality, there is something that was done to you that was just very unexpected and out of the blue, and it hurt you at a very deep level. And you want basically peace. You want equality. You want to know why somebody did something that they did. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, Seven of Pentacles, I strongly feel like here that you're going to be celebrating something major in the near future after your trials and tribulations. And like when you're in the middle of celebrating something, you're being recognized, like everything's going great, and then all of a sudden, there is a situation here that you have to deal with. And this situation here has to do a lot with you deciding if you want to have a brand new beginning with someone or not, with the Fool. And that is something that we are going to find out when we clarify. So let's get into your reading and let's clarify all your cards. Now, the Six of Wands, let's clarify the Six of Wands. Dear Libra, tough cookie. Okay, so the Six of Wands is clarified by the Ten of Cups, the Tower, and the Queen of Swords. A lot of you ended something with this specific person. Possibly you were dealing with a Scorpio, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Virgo. Could have been also a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. So, okay, it's been difficult, but you know what? You're headed towards the right direction. I want you to listen to the message to what I'm saying, because I'm not sugarcoating here. So I'm saying some sassy shit. So, a lot of you just came out of a Tower moment. Even the cards are in very much accordance to what I'm saying. You came out of a separation, some sort of a sudden, unexpected ending. Okay, tower moment happened. With a person, maybe you were married to this person, maybe you were living with this person, whatever it was, I strongly feel like here that this connection was probably based on a very shaky foundation, a foundation that was not really keeping you steady. And I feel like that you might have even feel like you were being held back from your dreams and from your goals. This is the reason you are the king of swords, the queen of swords, that you are realizing at the back of your mind what this distraction, what this divorce, what this separation has actually allowed you. And I know that people come into the readings and they want their person back, this and that. I'm not here. This is not an international pharmacy, okay? I'm going to tell you what you need to know, not what you want to know. So a lot of you are going to be embarking onto a major chapter of your life where there is like success coming into your life, especially in the month of September, the harvest month. Okay, so a lot of you are closing off a major cycle with a specific person from the past. So something here ended very painfully in the recent past. I do strongly feel like here that maybe you feel like you were backstabbed or you were betrayed by someone in the past. So the Ten of Swords is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles, Two of Swords, and the Ten of Swords. I mean, how much more accurate could this be, right? When the Ten of Swords actually gets clarified by the Ten of Swords. So Libra, I feel like that you were in a situation with someone in the past that there was a lot of indecision, on and off energy. Someone was being very inconsistent with you. Maybe this person, one moment they were giving you a chance, they were wanting to be with you, and then they didn't want to be with you, or they were not ready to be with you. And what ended up happening was because of this person's behavior of being very hot and cold, very inconsistent with you, it led to some sort of an ending. Now, in the recent past, the High Priestess here is clarified by, I just saw the Hangman also. So there is a spiritual awakening you have had, many of you. Something really shifted within you in the past. The High Priestess is clarified by the Four of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups. So, okay, and the Six of Cups again at the bottom of the deck. I strongly feel like here that for many of you, there is a sense of reunion, reconciliation, or desire to work things out. You had that desire with this person. Maybe some of you went back to them again. Maybe you connected. Like I'm saying, one moment being together, happiness, everything was working out. Next moment, there was a lot of separation and pain. So this spiritual connection that you had with this person, you were meant to be with this individual. You were meant to marry probably. You were meant to really experience this individual in your life. It's going to be 333 on the timer as I'm saying this. But also it has led you to face something. When the separation happened, which I haven't clarified yet with the Five of Cups, this actually allowed you to see something within you. Were you missing out on happiness? Were you really relying on this person to make you happy? Because I feel like you're someone that you truly brought the stars and the moons for this person. Like it was a very romantic relationship and connection, but I just don't feel like here that you were reciprocated for that. Yeah, so a lot of you went through the hermit mode here with the four of swords, the Chariot, and the Nine of Cups. So for many of you could have dealt with the Cancer. I feel like a lot of you started moving on to a new direction. Okay, maybe changed location, bought a vehicle, moved on. There is something about you actually disconnecting from the world, disconnecting from what's going on around you, and going within yourself. Doing a lot of internal work, internal healing. This separation did cause you to actually have a wake up, okay? And up to this day, still there is something here that's hurting you. But the Two of Cups here in the present moment, let's clarify the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups here is clarified by the Moon, the Emperor, and the Magician. So there is a strong sense of desire here for partnership. Maybe that's something you truly want to manifest as well. Could be age differences between you and them. I'm seeing here with the Emperor, someone here has some sort of a facial hair features. Could be you, could be your person. Male or female, I don't know. You decide how that's going to happen. I don't know. Whiskers, whatever. Beard, mustache, okay? So I feel like that in the present moment, there is a strong sense of desire for partnership, but you also with the Moon here have this internal fear. and this uncertainty, how this is going to actually work out. And you're asking yourself, why did this person reject me? Why did they not want to be with me? And now all of a sudden there is a strong pull. There is a strong magnetic pull towards this person, and I'm trying to really understand, why am I still feeling and holding on to this person? So let's clarify the Three of Swords and the Ace of Wands. It's like, although you're really feeling like, the pain was very excruciating, it was very difficult to deal with, but for many of you, you're still wanting to really give this another shot, another opportunity. The Three of Swords is clarified by the Six of Cups, the Hermit, and the Judgment. So for many of you are really, really, and I mean like really contemplating if you would really want to go back to them or not. There is this desire in you, but look at the Hermit shedding light onto the Six of Cups. First of all, Six of Cups is a very spiritual card to me. It means someone from the past. It means missing this person. There is a lot of nostalgic moments. Some of you are probably remembering the good days, the bad days, the things that happened between you and this person. And I feel like that, it's like the pain is still there. Like, you're still experiencing the disappointment that happened between you and this individual. I just feel like that right now you're making a decision. You're in the process of being, in this judgment energy. We're just talking about having an awakening and a realization. And, you're really, really weighing your options down, like going back and forth and trying to really understand if this is something that you would really want to proceed forward when it comes to offering that thick, nice Ace of Wands. Okay. So let's clarify, or accepting an offer. Ace of Wands is clarified by the Seven of Cups, the Five of Cups, and the Four of Cups, a lot of cups. So, there is a lot of emotions and feelings in regards to this situation. I think the disappointment is kind of holding you back. The sadness, the disappointment, the sense of rejection here that happened between you and this person, the deep sense of loss that happened between you and them. I think it's something that's really kind of like holding you back, and you don't want to really like go into this like full force. You want to make sure that you are not overextending yourself. And I think that, you're about to celebrate something major in your life. There is other major things that are actually shifting in your life. But what comes into question for you here, dear Libra, is this time? Should you really do it right now, or should you just focus on what's important for you? So in the near future, let's clarify the Nine of Swords and the Four of Pentacles. There is a lot that you're going through, and I'm sending you a big hug. So the Nine of Swords is clarified by the Page of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. Even though you may not see this coming, but there is a potential apology coming in towards your way. Now, this is a general reading, so it may resonate with you, it may not. Nine of Swords here talks about you kind of like still feeling a little bit defeated, a little bit sad, and just like being in this place of like anxiety, but someone here could be coming in towards your way and making an offer to you. There could be an offer, a love offer, some sort of a situation that could really, come to the surface, and someone may want to say something, okay? And I feel like that with the Ace of Cups, there is love. And, when this person comes towards you, when this situation unfolds in a way that you didn't really see coming, I feel like that you're going to realize that the passion and the chemistry, especially the sexual chemistry between you and this person, did not die. Maybe you both have been in separation, but I feel like you're going to have like, for whatever reason, like your heart, like you're going to feel like much happier, but you want to know something here in the near future with the Justice. You are very determined to know about something. So the Four of Pentacles is clarified by the Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, and the Fool. So I feel like there's someone here that might have been very much focused on work, very much focused onto money in the recent past. I feel like there's going to be a sense of balance to balance things out. Could be age differences between you and them also. There is a strong sense of let's balance this out. Let's make this fair towards one another. There's a strong fairness here. I'm clarifying the Four of Pentacles. So unless you see someone here being fair towards you, unless you see someone really being committed to you, you're not engaging, you're not involving yourself. So in order for you to have that brand new beginning here with the Fool and the Knight of Cups, with this person, with love, in love, there is an important message here. The message here for you is to really, like when you weigh down your options, when you really like understand what is the best course of action to take, You want equality for whatever reason. Some of you might even tell this person, or not tell, but really anticipate that they come, when they come towards you, they come being financially stable. Because my intuition is telling me someone who was not being financially responsible, someone who was not really taking, the necessary actions in order for them to really be stable. There's a lack of stability. Maybe you financially supported for this person. You were the breadwinner. I don't know, but I just feel like here there was a lack of responsibility in the recent past on this person's end. Now, I just saw the Temperance could have dealt with the Sagittarius here. Okay, now the Justice is clarified by the Four of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the Ten of Pentacles. Again, in order for you to avoid this potential conflict that may take place between you and this person, and of course have that Ace of Wands here, brand new beginning, there is a strong sense of wanting to really create balance and hold yourself back. Don't rush into it. Because is there a possibility for marriage and commitment? Maybe, yes. But are you gonna rush back into it? I don't think so. In fact, for some of you, for very few of you, you could even reject and say, I don't want this. Because I'm seeing here you still kind of being in this place of Four of Pentacles. This is a very strong energy that's showing up, Libra. You know what I'm saying? I think the fact that you have been hurt very deeply in the past and the way that things are ended, it has taken a lot of strength within you to really recover, to really come to this place where you are right now. And it is something that you don't want to just risk it all. You know what I mean? So you want to really make sure that you are being very wise and smart and not rushing into this. The potential for you to have a family is there. But I think that, there is, financial assets even that could be shared equally as well, something about that. If you have been waiting for some sort of a legal situation to settle, that's something that could also, come down as well. Now, let's get into your advice. That could be resolved. That could be resolved as well. I'm actually about to pack my bags because I'm heading to Nashville. But I'm making some videos as well. I'm going to see Dr. Joe Dispenza at the retreat, advanced retreat. Sprinkle, sprinkle, so excited. Okay, so Six of Cups here, first of all, always indicates a past person, nostalgia, a connection with someone from the past. Now, here is the thing. I know that the battles that you have fought, maybe there are some battles that only you know. And I'm sure every one of us we all have those, silent battles that we have been fighting, right? Nobody knows about. But remember, Libra, you're worth to live, you're worth to push through, you're worth to be seen and to be celebrated. There is something really major coming in for you, and you gotta make sure that when somebody comes back into your life, or when a situation unfolds in a way when you see there is a potential to work something out, that's fine, but make sure you're not rushing back into it the same way that you did before. Make sure that you're not heading towards into it the same way. Because I see here that you and this person did have a lot of arguments and conflicts and misunderstandings in the recent past, like Five of Swords energy. That's like arguments. And you want to avoid that. And I know that all you want is peace. You're not a provocative sign. You know what I mean? I've dealt with some provocative signs, and I call them out in their videos. I love them, but I was like, don't be provocative with me with my readings. I called out one of the signs because I don't sugarcoat anything here. But you want peace, you want equality, justice. You are the karma. So this is the reason why you are being really asked to refrain back from even rushing back into this connection. The enthusiasm, the excitement might be there, but be very careful. That's just, I'm being honest. I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing here. So let's see what is an important oracle message here for you, dear Libra, that you need to know. Okay, so Page of Cups. And it says, sensitive, open-hearted, inexperienced, moody, messages regarding relationships, right? New emotional experiences, a romantic encounter, social invitations or events, heightened psychic abilities. Some of you are very spiritual. You have very strong spiritual gifts within yourself. I'm getting maybe you're someone that you also inherited those from your ancestors, somebody from your grandmother. But here is the thing. The message here for you is there's going to be some sensitive conversations and messages coming in, classified, but you got to make sure that you're not rushing back into this and have this open-hearted conversation. making sure that you're not abandoning yourself. When the apology comes in with the Page of Cups, this is what came out. It's equivalent to this. You got to make sure that you are not rushing back into it, because the person comes back and the patterns may come back as well. Got to make sure the patterns are not included into the package. Okay, otherwise it's going to be delivered at the wrong address. So dear delicious tough cookie Libra, thank you so much for being here. I love you so much, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.